next step here in coaching your junior golfer, we want to talk about playing the game versus practicing the game. There's a couple ways to go about saying that, how am I going to get my junior ready? This is what I want to do with them. And now, there is no set science on what you should do. However, a lot of the research that we read and dictate, my own personal experiences, we're talking about playing versus practicing. I think that a lot of times, our golfers that succeed and develop a lot faster, they come into this mindset that we're going to play golf. And even if we're on the practice facility, we're trying to set up a way for them to play the game of golf through a variety of games, drills. Now, these games and drills might be tailored to get a certain concept across or try to ingrain a little bit of technique, but without them thinking about, hey, I need this perfect technique, you should do this and do this. We call that practice, or mechanical thoughts. You'll hear it said that way too. And I'd rather see them play the game and have that affect their mechanics and how they go about learning the swing and what they do. So getting them to think about playing the game even when they're out practicing, instead of this is practice time, you're going to grind, you're going to do this, that becomes a little bit tougher, to sell. It's not as much fun, which breaks our first rule, okay? So it's a lot harder to get them to go through and be able to keep doing the game. Now, there's a lot of benefit to playing, okay? And there is some merit, and there's times where you need to have the mechanical practice. It's not out of the question that you have to do that. But sometimes we like to do those types of mechanical things within the realm of a game. It makes it a lot easier to retain information, a way for the student to see, hey, this is what I'm doing, why I'm doing this to get this to happen. Those are the things that you want to see. Kids are looking for that. They want to know why they got to do something all the time. So give them a reason. It's because you're playing the game, and I want that to be good, so that's why you have to do this, okay? Or if they just get out and play in general, they're learning to score. That's the next part. Too much time I see is spent on, oh, you've got to have the proper technique, you've got to do this. The best part about junior golfers, they're really good at figuring it out. They don't know anything wrong. So if you teach them the right fundamentals of, hey, this is what we want to do, get the ball in the air, for example. That's a fundamental to me, not your grip, not your stance. The fundamental is get the ball in the air. You'll tend to start seeing that the grip is okay, that their stance gets okay. If I say, hey, I want you to hit it over this pool noodle, and we elevate a pool noodle and say, lob it over, all of a sudden they start figuring out, hey, I can't swing up, I got to hit down. Those are the fundamentals that really are important, and they really start to get them through just playing the activity, and then their swing really starts to take shape, and you'd be surprised at how it starts to look really good. So a lot of swings and a lot of techniques that we see and we try to practice to perfect, those, the reason that they don't look how you think they should look is because some other mechanic is usually not there, and there's a compensation being made. So starting to teach them the proper way, the proper skills through playing games, fundamentals, teaching them to score through games, that's the stuff that really matters anyway, and it's going to help their practice side as well, the stuff that we normally would practice, where mechanics, things like that. So think about ways to take your junior out, play the game, set games up to play. You're going to see a lot better results.